East Shadow here with the broadcast, my first broadcast of Madden 20 on YouTube.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
I am going to play my season game against the Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, let's get this started. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better you will never find. I've been in my bag. Let's play some football. Yeah. Let's play some football. This is my first stream of Madden, of the Madden franchise on my YouTube channel, so bear with me. Yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real. There's my boy Travis Kelce. My other boy Tyreek Hill.
The Nick Foles era begins in Jacksonville. It's the coach. This is.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Patrick Mahomes now in his third season in the league, leading the Chiefs onto the field. And boy, with the Chiefs traded starting quarterback Alex Smith before 2018, a lot of people were wondering how good Patrick Mahomes could be, and he showed the entire league how good he could be, racking up over 5,000 yards and tied for second most passing. Look at this, middle of the field, breakaway.
Touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
For a Kansas City
Break it down, Tyreek Hill, yeah.
Tyreek Hill, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 52 in his 8th year now out of Arizona. It's Nick Foles.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory. victory a year ago at the time that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season.
And I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that.
Did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it.
Anyway, back to what I was doing on Madden.
It's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half. When you've
Stay tuned on my next stream.
These dimensions,
on the next 2 streams, when I stream Madden 21 in my second season of my franchise.
Maybe not so much
Stay
in the
tuned,
second
everybody.
half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Target.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield,
Ignore
not
that
necessarily
part,
just playing
everybody.
the line of scrimmage.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 42.
Welcome to the broadcast, whoever just came in. You missed it. My Chiefs are leading 7-0 against Jacksonville.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins.
Oh, Sammy Watkins got tackled.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete.
At least they're at the 9-yard line.
A very strong gain of 24. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mahomes to throw once more. Toward the pylon, caught.
Fuck you.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now,
All right,
second
so
and goal.
7-0.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands.
You bastard.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. And on Monday night, it's the 1 weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Now Leonard Fournette, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Foles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's see.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's got
I wish that was an interception.
But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That boy is fast. But he got tackled.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Look at that beautiful touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And Bucker.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On the run, it's Fournette.
Oh, tackle.
Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all.
2-minute
we
warning.
will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Got him.
Let him score. He's already in a touchdown territory.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 44 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete.
Oh, Tyreek Hill running.
20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend
Tyreek Hill
their lead.
second touchdown of the afternoon.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now
Chiefs leading 24-7.
Oh,
tackle.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Football time.
Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go.
Second and 6.
After this game, I'm going to make me some food.
And this is caught.
Be back, guys. I am going to get some food. And I am back to stream, everybody.
Marquise Lee, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his.
I got tackled.
Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it. 53's the money. 53. Check 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going right side here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football.
Sorry about this, guys. People keep on.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
She's going to start pissing me off.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is
Sammy
Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Fournette. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the pass.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So the contact.
Yeah. Yeah. Where is it? I don't know, but I'm kind of dealing with something right now, Brody. Kind of dealing with a situation right now. With my friend. No. No, I didn't really. Yeah. Alright. Not yet. I've been busy with I'm playing one of my other games right now, but I'll be on my Madden 21 here in a minute. Not yet, yeah. No, I'm gonna do that. I've been good, man. Just just my friends. No, my friend Grim Matt. Yeah, he invited me to it a long time ago after I was in my band. And I meant to accept it, but on my accident of PHSI. Alright, man. See ya. I said, yeah, but... I said, yeah, I did. I said, there's a guy that was like a brother to her. He keeps starting shit with her being toxic and trying to break us up. She keeps...
Came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point.
That's all.